William Hill sponsors White vs Parker on Sky Sports Box Office.
Danny Flex here for Seconds Out, here with light heavyweight Frank Buglioni and his trainer Don Charles. How are you guys doing today?
Doing very well, thank you.
Yeah, feeling great in there. It's nice to get some ring rust off and get in front of the lights and the cameras and have a bit of fun.
Sweat absolutely dripping off you. We're at the open workout here for the big bill on Saturday night. Do you know much about who you're facing on Saturday night, or are you just keen to get back regardless of who the opponent is?
Again, I'm keen to get back, but like I do with all my opponents, I've had a little look at him. I've studied his weaknesses, studied his strengths, his game. He's got a 50-50 record. Yeah, he's one of those. He's dangerous when he's hurt as well. So I've got to be on my game, and I'm treating everyone like they're a world champion, and certainly as if they can all punch. So I'll be limiting the amount of shots I take and capitalising when I do land.
It's an interesting one because the fight with Callum Johnson didn't go on for very long. He got caught, then you got caught, and it was such a short fight. What can you guys take from that in terms of things to improve on? Because it didn't last long enough.
It's hard, but I'd improve so much in the build-up. I'd improve from camp on camp, and I've learned even more off the back of it. I've learned from the defeat. Obviously, I got my tactics slightly wrong, but it's one of those. I caught him with a shot. I see him momentarily dazed, and I've jumped in and took one myself. It's an unfortunate thing, but I won't be making the same mistake twice.
Don, this is a question more to you. That warrior instinct that Frank has, we've all seen it from back in the amateurs. He was renowned for being in exciting fights. Is that something that can ever be completely quelled if a tactical side of it would make it more sense to box and to wait and to be patient?
Yeah, basically, like Frank mentioned earlier, you learn from your mistakes. We certainly have learned from our mistakes. In terms of eradicating his fighting style, that's not going to happen because that's in his genetics. He's a fighter. But what we learn collectively as a trainer, as a fighter, we learn from our mistakes how to do things, still getting the same results, but doing it smarter.
I've got to say it's refreshing that a fighter suffered a defeat and not immediately chuck their trainer under the bus. It's not something we see often enough in the sport, I think. Just tell us a bit about the bond you guys have.
Well, I've improved leaps and bounds since I've been with Don Charles, camp on camp. And it's a shame because the fight itself it's a complete, it's not a reflection on our training camp and our style and how we're working together. And we certainly, Don's eradicated a lot of my flaws and built on my strengths. But you know what? We've got confidence and we've got faith that those improvements will show, and when the time's right, we'll collect our rewards.
You're still very young, obviously. What do you and Don see as the route back for you? What's the best way back from where you are now to getting to the very top?
I think I'll take this fight. I'll kind of get back in the mix, show that I'm still there. There's no demons, there's no ring rust, and then I have a big fight after the summer, towards the end of the year, hopefully against a European or a British champion or a Commonwealth champion, whoever's got the belts or whatever opportunities arise. I'm ready for them.
Would you like to go out to the US as part of the new DAZN deal? I know there's lots of opportunities opening up for fighters to go out there.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, I boxed all around the world as an amateur and had a good success rate when I was boxing away from home. I won the title in Jose Burton's backyard in Manchester, so boxing Cardiff. So it doesn't matter for us. The ring is our home, and we take what we do, we take it to the ring, and then we go and collect a victory.
And just before I let you both go, Don, question for you. What possible reason do you think there is that your man here, Frank, has now unfollowed me at least 3 times on Twitter?
He's right here. Ask the man.
Frank, what is it? Is it the wrestling tweets?
Dan, I don't actually know, to be honest with you, mate. I want to be perfectly honest. And my Twitter is kind of run by myself and a couple of other people, and they follow and unfollow as and when they please.
So I've got a secret hater out there somewhere in the Buglioni camp.
Possibly, mate, possibly.
Well, I'm going to keep supporting you. There's no hard feelings on my part. I hope you come back into the flex and fold at some point.
Dan, it's how I treat you face to face. And I've always been good to you face to face. That's how you got to take it.
I'm going to take that and say I love you too.
Top man. Cheers, Danny.
Cheers, Dan.
William Hill sponsors White vs Parker on Sky Sports Box Office.